European Union ambassador to Nigeria, his German and Danish counterparts, foreign journalists and diplomats, MOWAA partners, Cambridge University were on Sunday trapped inside the Museum of West African Arts MOWAA, Benin City, Edo State, as thugs allegedly invaded the premises to halt an exclusive viewing for select investors, artists and international dignitaries ahead of the planned November 11 opening of the museum. The heavy security presence could not prevent the alleged thugs from gaining access to the premises and chasing away the foreigners. Vendors who were also on the premises to sell palm wine, artistic pottery, and local delicacies were also chased away by the suspected thugs who claimed to be indigenous Benin youths.
I just surprised when I heard the information that they want to commission this MOWAA. It's very, very wrong. You cannot come to any place in Yoruba. Can you try this kind of thing in other part of the world? You can't try that kind of thing. How can you tell this Benin kingdom, the oldest kingdom in the world, hide, seek to come and commit an illegal structure? It doesn't work. It's supposed to pass a due process, normal process. So we are hereby strong against this commission of this MOWAA. This place is going to be renamed as the Royal Museum, not this MOWAA.
Protocol. They didn't meet with the governor. They didn't meet with His Majesty that were in Benin. We had the France ambassador one shot. We saw a lot of white guys, I think the France ambassadors and other ambassadors that came, diplomats that came. You see how desperate God will know Basaki is. You were in power, you created too many divisions among the people. Now you are out of power, you are still doing this nonsense. We won't take that from him anymore. So I'm also sending a warning to his loyalists in Benin. Be very mindful. Government goes and government comes. The power of the Yoruba Benin remains. So we came in peaceful. We made sure nothing was done wrongly. Make sure they do demolition, no destruction. So they all maintain themselves, and we come to maintain the order until the entire report is done. Again, the government did set up a committee to oversee, to look into these issues, headed by His Excellency Commandant Amsalu Yoshomole, the current central representative do not. Again, they did flout the order of that. You see how disrespectful, how that Godwin Obaseki and his cohorts are not law abiding.
The foreigners, initially trapped inside the museum, were later taken out under heavy security presence.
The foreign delegates and the federal officials, I'm actually disappointed in them. In a way, I'm not also going to blame them too much, because they were working on instruction from the former governor, I would say, or rather the organizers of the same event. That is courtesy demands respect. You are the state of His Majesty, you are the state of the governor of Edo State, the state of His Majesty. You at least seek to see these two very prominent key players in the state. You did it. They did it. Well, they were lucky. They were very lucky that we are very peace-abiding. We are law-abiding. We don't take laws into our hands. We have been very raw for them. Their plan was to give Benin a bad name, and that bad name will never emerge.
Some Benin indigents had earlier protested to the state government house, demanding immediate halt to the planned commissioning of the project, pending the conclusion of ongoing investigation by the State Assembly on ownership and funding of the museum.
I am therefore in support of my people who came out a few days ago to protest against MOWAA opening of any sort.
The Benin monarch Omonoba Nedo Kwakpolokpolo Obaewa II Ogidigan had also, during his recent visit to Governor Mondo Okpebholo, declared that the world recognized MOWAA as the Benin Royal Museum, and it must remain so.
The finance for the MOWAA, which they were building, was actually gotten from foreign donors who were made to believe that the Benin artifacts that will be returned will be housed in the Benin Royal Museum. The structure that is standing there was actually supported by foreign donors and the goodwill of the Oba of Benin to build a royal museum, the Benin Royal Museum. the so-called MOWAA is not a state government, it's not a state government project. It is a project that is meant to house the Benin bronzes in the museum known as the Benin Royal Museum.
He also accused former Governor Godwin Obaseki of conspiring against the palace, allegedly diverting foreign donations meant for construction of the Benin Royal Museum and also using same funds to build the MOWAA structure.
It will be recalled that during the time of your predecessor in office, I suggested to him that the Edo State government should support the Oba of Benin in the pursuit of the return of the artifacts and the building of the Benin Royal Museum. This was duly agreed to by the erstwhile Governor Godwin Obaseki in conjunction with the National Commission for Museums and Monuments. I gave several referral letters to the then DG, Director General Abbas Tijani. Tijani Abbas and Godwin Obaseki conspired against the palace of the Oba of Benin and started building what they called a Dome Museum of West Africa as a MOWAA. I was never put in the picture anymore. So, during the period of COVID-19, I believe the evil, the plan, the bad plan, evil plan was also being perfected. Perhaps that was the period they now found out that a lot of money is coming with the artifacts to the palace, and then they decided to divert it to their own pockets.
Following the invasion of the facility, the management of the Museum of West African Art, MOWAA, has announced cancellation of further preview events. In a statement on its official X handle, MOWAA urged those planning to travel to Benin City for the MOWAA Preview Week to suspend their travel plans unless they have other essential reasons to be in the city. It also advised those in Benin City against visiting MOWAA campus until normalcy is restored. Jude Aweke, reporting for VOS TV News, Benin.